Hello guys, I am back from another video and today we're talking about what if Deku was a wendigo. So in the last video, Izuku talked to, or at least got asked by Todoroki to talk to her. After Izuku told Todoroki that Izuku kind of well thinks that Endeavor is quite a nice person, as she basically told him to get out because of that, she thinks that Izuku's kind of a bad person. And also Izuku was told by Momo that um Endeavor is quite a bad person. And also Izuku started going to the sports festival, where Izuku gets second place at the obstacle race and gets first place at the cavalry battle. So yeah, so let's talk about what happens next. So before we start this video, I want you to all pick either Izuku with Bakugo, Fem Bakugo, or Fem Todoroki, or you can pick both. So yeah, so Izuku starts out getting ready to fight his first battle, which is between himself versus Shinso. Izuku gets ready. As when he's about to get out of the starts going to the arena, some girl with orange hair and green eyes told Izuku that Shinso has a mind control quirk. As Izuku says, thank you. What's your name? As she says, my name is Kendo. So you must be Izuku. Izuku says, yeah, I'll be going now. As she says, fine. So yeah. So Midnight says to everybody, 3, 2, 1, go. Izuku sees Shinso. Shinso starts spouting bullshit about Class 1A. Izuku basically says to himself, "Are you serious?" As um what's this? Oh yeah, Shinso starts saying about Izuku being a disgusting freak show, saying that he's nothing more than a monster because of his monstrous form. Izuku starts becoming angry. Izuku starts creating his dark eye scythe as Izuku puts it at the front of Shinso's face. Izuku says, "What did you say?" As Izuku just kicks him right in the face. Izuku kicks him up into the air as Izuku uses the back of his dark eye scythe, which is basically like a hammer, and um basically slams the hammer like end and slams it into his chest, causing him to go flying into the wall. So yeah, Izuku won that match, and next up is Izuku versus Todoroki. So yeah, Izuku starts going to the battle as Izuku was approached by Endeavor. As Endeavor asked Izuku to tell Todoroki to use her fire. Izuku says, sure. Izuku's still thinking in his mind that after he talked to Momo about that whole um thing yesterday, Izuku thinks now that Endeavor is quite a bad person. Izuku starts going there to the arena as Izuku sees Todoroki looking at him with almost like she doesn't look like she's about to murder Izuku. It's more like she wants to make him pay. As um well um Midnight says 3, 2, 1, go. She starts charging and using her ice to basically propel her forward. Izuku starts creating his special attack, which he calls Frost Veil, which Izuku creates a wall of ice, which she basically slams into accidentally. Izuku says, "Hey, I heard that you're able to create fire. Maybe you can try using that. As she says, how do you know this? As Izuku says, oh, your father told me. As she says, why you little. As she looks at the top at the well the audience, as she sees um well um Endeavor, as she says to herself, I am not using his fire. As she starts creating well icicles that look like bullets, Izuku creates a ice shield. Izuku starts charging and creating his ice scythe. Izuku starts fighting her more. As she says, "Oh no, you're not." As she creates basically well a ice knife. As she stabs it into Izuku's like leg, as as well um one of the teachers there, being Vlad, sees this as he says, "Stop the match!" As Izuku says, damn it." As everybody's looking at Todoroki, saying to themselves, "What the hell? Why did she literally stab Izuku in the leg? Is that technically technically self defense or cheating?" As Zuko got stabbed in the leg, as Vlad says, "Are you okay?" And Zuko says, "Don't worry." As Zuko basically gets that knife out of his leg, as Zuko says, "Don't worry." Besides, I stayed in the wilderness for so long that I don't even feel pain anymore. And Zuko says, "Let's finish our fight then." As she says, "With pleasure." As she starts creating blades made out of ice. Izuku creates his ice scythe. Izuku says, "Ready to fight?" As she says, "Yeah." Izuku starts charging in as Todoroki starts fighting like well have you seen Shitsune from Persona 5, or at least any Shin Megami Tensei game? She's basically doing a fighting style like the shadow or the persona or the demon, whatever you call it. As she starts creating a blizzard of ice, as she says, "Frost cross." As she basically creates a slash of of blue ice. Izuku says, "Really?" Izuku says, "Dark ice slash." Izuku breaks the slash. Izuku says, "It's time for you to face my wrath." As Izuku says, "Fenrir's chains." Izuku creates icicle chains, which basically chain up Todoroki. Izuku basically kicks her, causing her to go flying into the wall as Izuku wins. So yeah, after that fight, Izuku's going to be fighting now, or at least the final fight, which is between Izuku versus, well, you probably know this, and it's Bakugo. So, this is going to be in Bakugo's perspective, where she is in the um, in the locker room, where she's holding a locket. I meant um a necklace, which she opens up uh, like. Have you seen one of those necklaces that have a picture in it? I can't remember what it's called, but she opens it up as she sees Izuku as a young boy, but except Izuku doesn't have the antlers and doesn't have the blue eyes, as it's right next to her as a young girl, as she says, "I hope to see you again, Izuku, at least wherever you are." As she starts crying, as she says, "It's all my fault. If I weren't such a bad person, if I weren't, if I were to be a good friend, you would be still alive." Because back in the day, she actually got her quirk, but except for Izuku. But when Izuku gone into that camping trip, she she thought it was her fault. So she carried that guilt for so long. That is why she had this like this almost like she acts like a tough girl persona, but inside she feels regretful. So yeah. So back to Izuku's perspective. Izuku is getting ready to fight as Bakugo says, "Are you ready, punk?" As she creates explosions, Izuku says, "Really?" Izuku creates his scythe, twirling it around. As Izuku says, "Now, let's get ready." As Midnight says, "Three!" As the audience says, "Two!" As all of them say, "One!" As Midnight says, "Ready, get set, go!" As Izuku starts charging and as Bakugo starts using her explosion to propel herself. But before they can collide, a the hooded figure appears in the middle of the arena. Izuku says, "What the hell?" As Bakugo says, "Who the hell are you?" As she says, "You seriously forgot about me, Izuku?" Izuku says, "Alice." Izuku creates his scythe. Basically brings out another scythe from his or creates another scythe. As she basically takes off the hood and says, "Huh, here's my revenge for what you have done to me, for humiliating me." As she basically starts creating basically earth golems. As some of the people in the audience start running away because it's a villain attack. Some of the heroes start charging in as they say, "Izuku, Bakugo, start running. We're going to be fighting this villain." Izuku says, "Don't worry, I got this. I know how to fight her." As she says, "Oh ho ho, really? How about I show you what I have learned ever since, well, you defeated me." As she starts creating, basically well, like golem or at least like earth armor, as the as she's basically covered in moss. As she says, "Time for you to face my wrath." As she starts charging in, basically, just imagine what's that character called? Um, just imagine like Golurk from Pokemon, but except it has red lines all around it, and the rune is covered in blood. As she starts charging and creating like a gigantic um well earth hammer. Izuku starts charging in, starts using his scythe. As the other heroes start using their quirks, like All Might starts creating starts creating Detroit smashes. As um Endeavor starts creating fire. As well Midnight starts spewing out her gas. As well um well Eraserhead starts erasing her quirk, or at least quote unquote quirk, but it doesn't work except for Izuku's abilities, which kind of affects her. Izuku says, "Take this." As Izuku creates basically or at least manifests like several deers. Izuku says, "Take this." Start of the hunt. As Izuku creates several deers around himself, like blue, dark blue deers. As they start ramming into the golem like armor that Alice made. As she says, "Damn it, I'm leaving." As she basically disappears, as the golem like armor basically break down. Izuku says, "So, what we're gonna do?" As the heroes say, um, "Guess by default you're the winner." As Buck goes in like the arena saying, "What? I'm supposed to be the winner." as everybody's saying, well, Izuku helped us. So as Bakugo starts raging, starts angrily, starts getting out of like the arena. So yeah, so Izuku starts going back to the dorms as Izuku basically starts sleeping. Wait for a second. So Izuku starts going back to his like room and starts going to sleep. So yeah, so I hope you liked the video. Comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. So just pick whatever ship you want, okay? Either Izuku and Fem Bakugo, or Izuku and Fem Todoroki. So yeah, bye.